When the topic of supplement comes, we should know this. Some of you already have the supplement, the protein powders, the nutrition. The manufacturing cost of protein powder or a nutritional support, nutritional powder, women health, elderly health, or anything, whatever, or working mother health. Yeah, whatever the tagline is there. The cost is around 80 rupees or 100 rupees per box. The distributor gets around 80 rupees. The pharmacist get around 100 rupees or 80 rupees, same. And now it is 300 now. The MRP is 500, 600. So where is the remaining amount going? So the remaining amount goes to the someone who will prescribe it. I was an intern around 20 years back, the fresh story, the fresh intern. So I was doing my internship in the skin department and I had only one role. So whatever the medicine the sir will prescribe, I will sit on the same table the next year and I will tell the patient, go bring the medicine from this particular shop. And when you come back, I will tell you how to take those medicines, the sequence wise. Yeah. So there is one medicine which is probably some important. The second medicine, additional important. The third medicine to prevent the side effect of the first two. And the fourth is some kind of supplement medicine. And the fifth, which is the most important, is the protein powder. Yeah. It is definitely important for everyone at the stake. And then, so every time, like any patient comes, so I used to tell them that you take this medicine, morning, evening, this dose. And they have brought me the medicine. So I will show them because these are less educated people. Yeah. This is government hospital. And then this protein powder is the most important thing you have to take. And as soon as it gets finished, you have to replenish it. This is the instruction which has been given to me as the intern. And I knew all the background story I know already, but I'm a best intern. Yeah. So I do what my sir is getting happy with it. So one day, same thing happened. An old person with a probably granddaughter or something, he came and he was like, this is sick. Okay. So, and the medicines were for him actually. Okay. So he came with a child. And I told him, you go to the shop, bring the medicines. And he came back without any single medicine because he didn't have money to buy for that. And the first medicine was very low cost. The second medicine, low cost, which are more important. The third is to prevent the side effect of the first two. And the fourth, it is little costly. It is a multivitamin or something, supplement. And the fifth one is the costliest, 600 rupees, the small box. And he's like, sir, I cannot afford the medicines. So can you tell me which medicines to buy? I said, see, this first two are the least costliest. You definitely buy this. And this is more important. Yeah. And the sir next to me, that's one most important. And this last one is very important. Okay. So you go and bring. So somehow he gets the courage and brings it. Okay. And then how to take this protein powder? So you take 2 spoons of protein powder and 1 glass of milk and dissolve it and drink the milk. And this poor fellow says that, sir, actually, I cannot afford the milk. So I'm looking towards Sarah. And sir is like, money. So don't worry, milk is not important. The important is the protein powder. You put it in powder, water. If you don't have money to buy milk, drink it in water. The most important is the protein powder. That is the story of the supplement. Okay. So every morning before the start of OPD, everyone from intern to top, we used to get snacks, food, drinks, everything to start our day and get energized. And obviously, there is some envelope also which comes every week to that professor. Yeah. And that's why you have to do that. Unless you are getting money out of it, there is no need for supplements. There is no need of protein. Whatever you're eating today is sufficient. Now, there is a problem in the protein powder. How they are fooling you. So they say there are 3 columns on the protein powder box. One column is for the content, the protein, fat, carbohydrate, vitamins, this mineral, that vitamin, this mineral. Huh? There is a second column, RDA. And there is a third column, content per 100 gram. The box is 500 gram. So it means You understand the meaning? Content per 100 gram. And then there is a fourth column, the percentage of your RDA satisfied. Hey, fool, you are not eating 100 gram as the portion. You are eating 10 gram, 20 gram. If you eat 100 gram per portion, then this box is only 5 doses. But you are taking it for 1 month, so you are eating 5 gram, 10 gram, right? So 5 gram is completely negligible. 100 gram of this protein powder may match with your RDA requirement, but you are not eating 100 gram. So how you are food? So you are eating only 10 gram, which is extremely negligible. The 10 gram of this protein is less as compared to the routine food which you are eating at your house, even if you are vegetarian. If you are vegetarian, you have the best option, which is soya seeds, soya, or legumes, dals, pulses, groundnut. If you can eat eggs, that's the best. If you eat eggs plus milk, complementary. Everything is covered. The whole meal is there. Eggs and milk. If you are purely vegetarian, all the amino acids from the rice, amino acids from the legumes, they complement. Complete. Problem solved. You don't need to take any other protein powder. If you're non-vegetarian, you don't need anything else. So you like this story? Are you that intern? If you don't have money, don't drink protein powder in the milk because you cannot afford the milk. So drink protein powder in the water. But you have to buy the protein powder because I'm going to get money out of it. So you are the monster like that. Madhumita, your answer done. Omega 3, now Madhumita has another question. Omega 3, vitamin D, iron, zinc, calcium. These are good. You can take it. But the problem is that many of the supplements, they have opposite supplements. Calcium, iron in the same tablet. What are you doing? Okay. Calcium, zinc, same. No. It has to be zinc, vitamin C, magnesium. It has to be iron, separate. It has to be calcium, vitamin D. Now there is a problem with calcium. So whatever calcium, if you take 500 mg of calcium, the whole is not absorbed. And most of it is excreted in the stools. And this, most of it, which is not absorbed, it will cause side effects, constipation. There is another problem. If you have more calcium artificial intake, it will cause kidney stones. So you have to balance it. So is there a calcium natural source which gets absorbed very well? Answer is yes. Curd, milk, eggs, non-veg, legumes, pulses, soya seeds. Problem solved. Now coming to vitamin D. So many of us, those who have stomach problem, skin problem, hair problem, autoimmune diseases, they are deficient in vitamin D. So that liquid bottle is there, vitamin D, arachidonal nano. Drink it once a week. Very good, sufficient. If you take 3-4 months, you will have routine vitamin. You should take it again once a month also. So if you're talking of supplements, you have to choose correctly where opposite supplements are not there, which will combine together and there is no benefit. You have to take supplements which are good for your stomach. It should not cause acidity. You are so afraid of taking some particular supplement because it smells bad. A particular supplement because it causes acidity. That is wrong. So you have to take a brand which is good and light. Low dose is better. Low dose, low side effect, better absorption. Low dose, no acidity, less smell or no smell. But don't take protein powders. Any brand. Not required. For children, you can take protein powders not because the milk, when you boil, all the proteins are destroyed. And as soon as you put 10 gram of something, it increases. No, madam, you have to put 100 gram to increase it. And you're not pitting. The only reason for you to have child powder supplement is the taste. They like it. They are drinking milk because of it. So the real thing is the milk. So if you drink that powder, if you put that powder in the water and give it to your child, that is not the same benefit. So if there is advertisement which says that, see, if you boil your milk, all the nutrition is gone, and then you put this powder, all the nutrition is up. So we do that experiment. We don't use the milk. We use the water. Sir, I'm going to put your nutrition in the water and see whether it will sufficient. Not sufficient. So what is the meaning of that? The real component is the milk, not the powder. We should open some test lab report, and then we do fun on that, try to find out what is the meaning of that. Lab report sample. Now write in the chat, which are the common deficiencies? We are talking of minerals and vitamins. You will have, you might experience. Write down the chat, keep writing. And if you know what is a symptom for that particular, that's good. So we'll come to the next question later. First, you write in the chat, which are the common, which you might have experienced, you might have suffered, you might have seen some clients. So Goel is in the marriage scenario, so you forget her, okay? So if she answers anything, it's allowed. So we are talking of the vitamins and minerals which are deficient. Now, each of these, what is your symptom or what is the thing going on? We will start with that. Now, if you are deficient in anemia, vitamin B12, B6, vitamin C, all this, any of this will cause anemia. So what is the meaning? Zinc addition. So what is the meaning of this? If you want to treat a client with anemia, because of whatever reason, you need to add all these products. You add iron, vitamin C, zinc, vitamin B6, B12. Good idea? So very simple calculation. You have to find some tablet which has all this. Now, most of the tablets in the market, they are fighting for some molecule of iron, particular molecule of iron. That is a marketing tactic. Don't worry so much. All the iron is not going to get absorbed. Just because beetroot is red in color, that doesn't mean it is rich in iron. You can Google, it is one of the very low source of iron. And you cannot rely completely on the food also. Because how much you are going to eat, and it may take 1 year. You don't have that much time. So you want to replenish within 1 month. So what will you take? Iron, zinc, write down vitamin C, B6, B12. Now, there is an interesting thing. The vitamin B12, sorry, the vitamin D, it can cause malabsorption in the intestine. One of the things. We always think vitamin D, bones, skin, hair, all those. So malabsorption in intestine. Because of the malabsorption in the intestine, your nutrients are going to get deficient, including your zinc, vitamin C, B1, B2, B6. So what you also need? You also need vitamin D. Common. Now coming to magnesium and zinc. So both of them go hand in hand. Magnesium is also required for most of our cycles, biochemistry cycles. So we need that also. Now there is another thing. There are some vitamins, if you are deficient, so you are going to be deficient in other vitamins also. Now, if you take this particular vitamin, yeah, you are deficient in one. If you take this, so it will increase. But if you do not take this, the side effects will be much more. This deficiency will show more now. You understand? Okay. You try doing this experiment. Yeah. If you are deficient in vitamin B and C, you replenish with C. Now C will help run some biochemistry cycles. So you will land up more vitamin B12 deficiency. You will have cracked lips, sore, this ulcers in your mouth, all those things. Does anyone have craving for eating lemons? A lot of lemons. Write in the chat. You have cravings for lemons. That doesn't mean you are pregnant. Don't worry. That happens only in Hindi movies. No, if you do not have, it's okay. Those who have cravings for lemon. So if you have cravings for lemon, you are eating lemon. So you are deficient in zinc. You need zinc. There is another benefit for zinc. It also supports your absorption. Zinc deficiency leads to malabsorption. Zinc deficiency will cause diarrhea also. So can you understand vitamin D and zinc? From where are you coming? So vitamin D, your always thought process was bones, strength, teeth, hair. So we are shifted to absorption now. Okay. So whatever the vitamin D from the nature, the sunlight you are getting, that is probably sufficient for your calcium, bones, teeth, and everything. But that vitamin is not, D is not sufficient for your absorption, intestine. Vitamin D deficiency can cause diarrhea. Vitamin D deficiency can cause malabsorption. Same as with zinc. Zinc deficiency can cause diarrhea. Zinc deficiency cause malabsorption. Have you noticed since last 10 years, the formulation for pediatric diarrhea is one of the component is zinc. So if your child has repeated diarrheas, if you are having malabsorption or repeated diarrheas, you try taking zinc supplement. Plain zinc also sufficient. If you take with zinc, vitamin C, B12, magnesium, B6, B1, good. Obviously, you don't want to add iron in this. Okay, there is a reason for that. Yeah. So you will take zinc, vitamin C, B1, B6, B12, magnesium. That this will solve your malabsorption problem. If you have a child who is very thin, growing in height, not growing in bulk, and you think that the child is not absorbing the food, because two reasons. One is it may be worms or it may be malabsorption because of some deficiency. So what can be the deficient? Zinc, vitamin D. So you use the combo zinc, magnesium, vitamin C, B1, B6, B12. Problem solved. Use vitamin D. One bottle every week. Small, 5 ml vitamin D. You can take plain zinc also. Some of the particular brand which I like for plain zinc is writing in the chat. Okay. As an adult, as a child, you can take. White is, sorry, I think Michael White is calcium and zinconia. And for vitamin D, I have tried few combinations and find out this is better. The taste wise and it doesn't cause nausea or acidity. This vitamin D, arachidone nano, by about. So what you do when you suspect some deficiency of vitamin, it will show as anemia, it will show in skin, it will show in autoimmune disease, it will show in malabsorption, it will show in hair loss, it will show in emotional turbulence. The big disease is not going to happen. The small symptoms you have to focus on. Yeah, it will show in cravings for lemons. So simple thing. Yeah, and people, your friends are teasing you. Why you're craving lemons? Ah, you're zinc deficient, my dear. Possible Aksharam. Now, for that, what you do all the vitamin panel. Whatever vitamin this test will do, right? So we will see if we have the lab report for that. So one student has written that she has a 5-year-old child suffering from malabsorption, weighs 13 kg, less weight. Suggest some supplement to add. This is an interesting case and a real life case. Most of you will get. You know, there is a married woman. She is fat. She has deficiency. She's not going to go to nutritionist. She's already married. What to do? So, for whom she is going to come to you? She's going to come for her child. Mothers don't want to spend on themselves. Yeah, because they don't acknowledge that they have the problem. Yeah. Even if it is there, they think that it is not going to happen. No problem. Whenever the time for second marriage will come, that time I will lose weight. As of now, I'm happy with the present one. So, but if they have a child who has either malabsorption, white patches, hair fall, not eating well, eating more, losing weight, growing in height but thin, yeah, obese but not growing in height, all those combinations. So, mothers are very best for it. That's why you should be certified and you should learn pediatric nutrition and EICD and development. Early intervention child development, the content is our copyright. In that, you get what are the interventions you can do for early interventions you can do for child development and nutrition. So that's the concept. So when you get a mother, either she is your client or either she brings their child, you can talk to them in this term, EICD. So I will understand why your child is lagging behind. I will tell you where your child is lagging behind. You get sufficient worksheets, growth charts, so that you can track the growth of the child. You can give these growth charts to the mother. She can follow up, or you can keep a track at your clinic. Then you can do some intervention. You can tell the mother what needs she needs to be done. So we follow the same approach for the case which Madhumita has written here. Okay? A 5-year child suffering from malabsorption, weighs 15 kg, thin, what to do? Supplement is not the answer. First, find out what is the problem. Maintain the growth charts. Whether there is a lacking of height, lacking of weight. What is your problem? Whether there are some other symptoms. White patches on the skin, hair fall, irritability of the child eating less, child doing nausea while eating, child not eating. Yeah. Abdominal pain, itching nose, itching at the bottom. What is your problem? Most likely, the problem for this particular child will be one of the most common actually for India is worms. So how do you treat worms? You give syrup Zentil. Don't give tablet Zentil. It is very difficult. Yeah. Syrup Zentil, it's not sweet, but it's not bad as the tablet. Syrup Zentil, 1 dose today, 1 dose after 1 week. Repeat after 3 months or 6 months. After meal, after night meal. Next day should be the holiday for the child because the child may have 2-3 motions in the day. Giving this deworming to the child is not sufficient. You need to do it for mother, the father, anyone in the house, in-laws, anyone in the house who is entering the kitchen, anyone in the house who is feeding the child. This is number one. The third component, early intervention child development, right? In that, you educate the mother, do not touch the sugar, do not touch the sweets. So what do you do? When you are making the tea, open the box, put your hand and put the sugar in the tea. Very wrong. There is a serious problem. Train your child not to touch the sweets, not to touch the ice cream, the chocolate, or any sweet or the cake. Eat it with the spoon. You do not touch it. There is a reason for that. In the environment, in the dust, in your finger tips, in your nails, there may be the seeds for the worms. These seeds, when they come in contact with the sugar, they get activated. When they go in your stomach, they survive the acid, they go to the intestine and develop worms. Okay. So eating sugar doesn't cause the worms, but eating sugar with bare hands, unhygienic hands, will facilitate the worm growth because it is exciting those seeds to grow into larvae. So what is a simple solution? Do not touch your sugar, even with washed hands. Have a protocol, touch your sugar with the spoon. Train your child not to touch the sweets with the hands. Eat with the spoon. When you are also serving, serve with the spoon. Whatever is yours. The third part, one more. Yeah, in the third part, we have seen the deworming, early intervention. We have seen the deworming. While we are deworming, everyone is like, no, you deworm only child. No, we are suggesting you deworm the whole family, including the caretaker, the maid, or the babysitter of the child. Yeah. The next will be for do not touch the sugar with the bare hands. The third will be earlier there was a recommendation around 20 years back by WHO to not peel off your fruits because the skin has benefits. Yeah. But now, because of all the organic fertilizer you are using, the cow dung and all those things, yeah, or other dung, so you are, or sometimes sheep goat. So your food is contaminated now. So the recommendation now is to peel off all your fruits, all your veggies, if you are eating as a salad. Yeah. That's the third. The fourth is again the second. Keep the charts. Visit me every week, visit me every month, so that I can keep the track of your child, keep the track of the symptoms of the child. The white patches are because of the worms, the itching nose, itching bottom, worms. Hair fall, white color, graying of the colors, the flag of the hair, flagging of the hair, that is all malabsorption. Right? Child not growing in height, child growing in height and thin, child growing in this but not growing up, child not growing in weight and height, malabsorption. The fifth part of early intervention child development will be vitamin supplement, not the protein supplement. Yeah, you give protein supplement, the famous brands, for the sake of the chocolate test, because the 100 grams satisfy your RD requirement, but the dose is not 100 gram, dose is 500 gram, 5 gram, 10 gram. That is to change the taste of the milk. Don't worry. When you boil your milk, will not destroy its nutrition. Don't fall for that marketing tactic. You are supposed to boil your milk. If you do not boil your milk, it will cause more problems to your child. Yeah. Though now some people are like, sir, the milk is already pasteurized by Amul, Dinshas, and Haldiram and all those. So do we need to reboil it? Yes, we need to reboil it because the cold chain is broken multiple times. You go to a shop owner, he's keeping that milk till 11 a.m. outside in the heat. The cold chain is broken. So the bacteria have already grown. You need to reboil it properly. Every time before giving it to the child, reboil your milk. Don't worry about the nutrition. Whatever is going to fall, it will fall. Now, this nutrition, the child is drinking the milk 2 times a day, 1 time a day. That is sufficient. Plus, you are not depending on only on the milk. If you can eat eggs, that is the best. If you cannot, then soya seeds. If your child doesn't like the soya seeds, there is a solution. 1 kg, 2 kg of soya flour, not the soya chunks, the flour made from soya seeds. Plus your whatever flour is there, staple flour. Either it is a jawar, either it is wheat. Good idea. There is another benefit. The soya seeds, the soya flour, it is one of the highest source of vegetarian protein. It is one of the highest source of vegetarian calcium, and it is a source of phytoestrogens. So if you take artificial estrogen, you will have side effect. But when you take phytoestrogens, it gives you a stronger bone, healthy bones, healthy skin, glowing skin. You can take legumes, pulses plus rice. Add groundnuts when you're making your dal. That adds to the nutrition value. If you're making khichdi, add some groundnuts. Throw some groundnuts. If you can eat non-veg, then choose sequence-wise the fish, the chicken, then mutton. Mutton is obviously harmful, so you go for chicken or fish. Fish first before then chicken. Now coming to the supplements for children. Protein supplement, you don't need it. Because these protein supplements you can take from the milk, the curd, egg, legumes, groundnut, soya seeds, soya flour. Sufficient. What you need is some supplements which are getting destroyed because of our cooking style or because it is deficient because child is not eating sufficiently. So before the supplement, you should not forget the fruits and the veggies. Don't wait to grow old and become a clump of clay to start your veggies and fruits. Start your veggies and fruit habit from childhood. The supplements you can give vitamin D, zinc, calcium. So how to divide the dose? Plus multivitamin. Vitamin D once a week. If it is deficient for 3 months, then once a month, sufficient. 5 ml bottle, aragnitol nano. Drink it, good test, enjoy the test, done. Once a month. After, replenished. Before replenish, once a week. Calcium, liquid calcium, Nickel White. I like this brand. You can choose whatever brand you want. Taste is awesome. 1 spoon, 2 spoon, once a week. Sufficient. Don't give excess calcium to children. Because calcium is getting absorbed from the food they are supposed to eat, the milk, especially. Plus soya flour. The third supplement will be zinc. Zinc you can take alternate day, you can take twice a week. Liquid zinc. Problem solved. Then comes vitamin C. Twice in a month. Vitamin C, Limsi tablet is there. You suck on the Limsi tablet, good taste, like looks. Yeah, everything good like a chocolate. And you enjoy it. Twice a month. Now come the difficult part, multivitamin. So there are so many brands, which one to choose? Whatever you choose, it should not have iron in that, it should not have calcium in that. Because calcium you don't want to give more, you want to give once a week. It should not have iron because it will cause constipation. Not required also for the child. Child is not losing the iron. That whatever is required, they are getting from the food what they are eating. So it should have light component. It should not be so heavy where the child is having smell in the breath or the urine. Or the child has nausea or acidity after that. The taste should be good. Why children, all these syrups are bitter? I don't understand. Yeah, probably they have assumption that child doesn't understand the taste. No, but the child understands the taste. So you select a multivitamin which is light, which has 3-4 molecules. Not everything. You don't want everything. Everything else, typically minerals, they are sufficient from the vegetables and the fruits you are eating. So something light, a good brand, good company. For child, I personally like Zincovit. For adults, I like Supradin. Supradin has 2 options now, Supradin and Supradin Immuno. They also have Supradin Plus, but the dose is higher, acidity. So Supradin is light, Supradin Immuno is good, Zincovit tablet is good. For children, Zincovit syrup is best. The light, less content. Less content, the best. So all these are marketing gimmicks where everything what your child needs is in this product. We don't want to give everything. We are already giving. The child is eating the food, right? Not depending on the supplements only. If your child needs to depend on supplement, then ask the child to change the mother. Next. Bhava is asking an interesting question. there is a lot of adulteration of milk. Why you buy adulterated milk? Yeah. You trust a dudwala who is selling to 100 houses, yeah, much more that he will not do adulteration than your Amul, Dinshas, Haldiram, bigger companies. There is a corruption in your CPU. There is a virus in your CPU. You trust someone who will earn more if that person puts water in your milk. You are trusting someone who may put urea in your milk, who may not follow hygienic methods, whose cow may have certain disease. The person may have certain disease. And that milk is not pasteurized. Yeah. To create the foam effect, they are putting urea in your milk and you are drinking that because no. Amul milk is harmful and this person, the milkman who brings the milk is good. Why? You trust that person more. There is no regulation to check this person. But there are so many regulatory bodies to check your Amul milk, Dinshas and all those milk. Right? So all those packed milks, they are the better because they have stringent quality control process. They are pasteurized. There is no adulteration. And there are regulatory bodies which are sitting on their head and trying to check every day what they are doing. So they comply. It is a matter of 100 crore loss if they do a mistake. Yeah, it is a matter of their brand image. It is a matter of their what they have been doing. It's legacy. And versus the milkman. Now you may think the packed milk, they have removed everything. No, dear, they are not removed everything. Yeah, it is mentioned on that packet what they have removed. They have pasteurized it, they have boiled it. In that process, the superficial fat they have removed. And if you want fat included in milk, you can buy the full tone, whatever it is called. What is it called? Full milk, tone milk, whatever you want to call it. Right? But the nutrition they are not removing and they are not adding something artificial. Many people have myth that this packed milk has starch. Madam, your milkman is adding urea. Yeah, and he is adding water. He is adding many things. You have no idea. And you blame other person. They are not adding starch. They are not adding anything. If they add starch, they have to write in the packet that the starch is there. Because regulatory bodies are sitting there to earn money out of that, put a penalty on them. They will not do such big mistake. And that's crores are at stake. Questions? Time for questions. You ask some question now. Darshana, your camera is gone. You need to buy new laptop. Buy MacBook now. Time has come for that. Questions? Who will ask questions? Baba has asked another interesting question. Are hormones injected to cows for increasing the milk yield? And do they affect the puberty of kids? So there is no scientific data which says that these hormones are found in the milk. They are not found in the milk. Even if someone is doing it. Number one, I have a farmhouse. I have 60 cattle in my cattle shed. I tell you how it works. Okay. Every year, the cow has the capacity to get pregnant. At the age of 2 or 3 years, see, human beings, they have puberty at the age of 16. For a cow, you don't need to wait so long. At the age of 3 years, she will get first pregnant. So you don't need to inject her to make her fast puberty or increase the yield. Not required. The milk yield is not decided by the hormones you pump. The milk yield is decided by the first pregnancy, second pregnancy, third pregnancy, the breed of the cow. Yeah. Holstein Jersey, right? Then others. That breed decides how much. The size of the lobes, the size of other things, the size of the cow, all those things they decide. Yeah? So there is no hormone that you inject to get a higher yield. Why? The hormone is costly product. The milk is less costly. Remember that. You go in the market, try to buy some hormone. And which hormone are you going to give? Which is that hormone? It increases breast secretion. milk secretion from the breast. Yeah, oxytocin. So how is the oxytocin secreted? When the calf suckles on the breast of the mother. That's the easiest way to secrete oxytocin and to secrete prolactin. Yeah. So when you have the natural mechanism, the easiest and the cheapest cause, a calf to suckle on the breast of the lobe of the cow. Why you want to give injection? So no one is doing that. So it is just, and how do you know your milkman is not giving the hormones? And the branded companies are giving the hormones. Wow, wow. So Akshara is asking another question. A vegetarian male age of 65 has malnutrition. What supplements can we give? Give everything. Yeah. Whichever the person can tolerate. You give vitamin D, one dose every week. Give some multivitamin, light multivitamin like supradin or zincovit, whichever they like. Trial error. Then that should be sufficient. If you want to add zinc syrup, add zinc syrup. Yeah. Old age, you don't want to give calcium because there is a risk of kidney stones now. Yeah. So vitamin D will take care of your calcium metabolism. So whatever you are doing, don't forget the exercise. Someone mentioned the malabsorption. Someone mentioned the diarrhea. There are three common causes of diarrhea. One, the number one cause is the infection if you are in India. Number two is your stress, anxiety, fear, stress, marriage, all those things. Number three is some deficiency, whatever is deficiencies, right? So you take care of that. So ask the person, the second point, what is the reason of your stress? If it is your spouse, blink your eyes. If she blinks your eyes, send her to my team. They will do marriage counseling. If she wants a new husband, we will do divorce counseling. You can visit the website relatepillar.com. Take that. And if you learn those tools, you can yourself counsel them and earn 20,000 additionally from one client. Varsha has another good question. What is the time gap between dose of vitamin D3 and calcium? There is no suggested time gap for this two. Okay? They complement. But vitamin D is necessary for calcium. Calcium is necessary for vitamin D. It's not like that. You know why I personally do not like calcium supplement because of the side effects, because of less absorption. Better is you take natural calcium, which has no side effects or less side effects and better absorption. Soya flour or soya seeds, milk, curd, eggs. Yeah. And vitamin D once a week, best. Yeah. If you're taking vitamin D, if you're deficient in vitamin D and you are taking vitamin and calcium supplement, you are doing a mistake. You may develop kidney stone. Don't take that risk. You may have constipation. You don't need it. Your intestine, they are getting acclimatized, accustomed to higher doses of calcium to absorb. So don't do that mistake. So if you give high calcium, your intestine is now accustomed to high dose of calcium to absorb it. But your food has lower content, right? But absorption capacity is good, efficiency is better. So let your intestine continue be habituated for low dose of calcium, high quality calcium. Cholecalciferol means vitamin D. Bhavya has asked an interesting question. So those who do not consume milk for whatever reason, either allergic or they don't like, and they have sufficient calcium in their blood report, they have no symptoms. Do they need calcium? No, because their calcium need is taken care by their own metabolism, by their vitamin D cycle, plus other food. Milk is not the only source. There are other food also that they are taking care. Or they have the stores of calcium sufficiently. Typically, we have stores of calcium. So now there is a question for omega-3 fatty acid for vegetarian. If you are strictly vegetarian, then you will be very careful while eating omega-3 fatty acid. What is the source for omega-3 fatty acid? Fish, fish liver oil, cod liver oil. So it's not a vegetarian product. So strictly if you're vegetarian, you will not eat it. Is there no other source of omega-3 fatty acid? There are plenty of sources. There are some oils. There are your berries. There are your dry fruits. Plus, do you need it in so abundance? You need it in small quantity. Whatever you are eating, it may be taken care. Seeds, nuts, berries, antioxidants, omega-3, all those things are covered. But you never understand what do you mean by berries. You know, they look so fancy. You read in the book. Strawberry, mulberry, this berry, this berry. Have you tried anything? Strawberry, if you eat, you get cough. Mulberry, you will hate. Whatever is the berry remaining, you did not never saw it. Never heard of it. Market people don't know. What are you going to do? Whatever is available, you buy it. Flaxseed, what is a flaxseed? How to eat it, how to drink it, how to take it. So costly. Yeah. If you cannot afford the flaxseed, take it with water. But you have to eat the flaxseed. Are you getting commission out of it? There are other simple seeds, more nutritious, dry fruits, almonds, cashews, pista. Please ask more questions. We forgot one more important thing. When you're talking of malabsorption, either in child or growth stunted in child, so you need to understand the psychological or emotional well-being of the child also. The stress because of parents fighting with each other, the stress of sibling rivalry, the stress at the school, that is study, bullying at school, teacher scolding, they also cause stunted growth. Okay. Some bad experience that may lead to stunted growth. So be careful. Bhav is asking a lot of interesting questions. What superfood should be included in our everyday meals? So medically speaking, there is no word like a superfood, you know. There are foods. There are human beings. There is no superhuman being. There are foods. It's just a marketing tactic. Okay? It's some Instagram reel you are watching. Those Instagram reels were made by 12 plus people. Probably they have selling something or they are just looking for likes. What supplement is suggested for arthritis if not calcium? So it seems that person has a problem with the calcium, your client. That's why you are asking this question. See, arthritis is an autoimmune disease. So it's more of managing the autoimmune condition rather than the supplements part. Unless you think that supplement is the cause. Okay. Arthritis is not about calcium deficiency. So the question is correct. Yeah. So arthritis is not about vitamin D deficiency. Arthritis is about autoimmune condition. So we heard the story of autoimmune conditions last time. You remember? The vaccine story, autoimmune story, and the cancer story. Ah, Priya is asking the very interesting question. Yay! Autism child, is any special supplement is suggested? There are serious two problems in this question. One is you think that autism is some kind of a disease, that you need some special food or something. It's not that. You think that autism is caused by some supplement nutritional deficiency. It's not a lactose intolerant child that you need a lactose free milk now, lactose free protein powder. Yeah. But in the market, under the name of this autism, everything is sold, specially made for the autism child. Yeah. So here is the cow dung product, a box filled with the protein powder fixed with the cow dung, specially made for the autistic child. Number two, there is a problem, inherent problem in the fantasy of the calling our child some special autistic child. Mothers sometimes like it. Or there is a overdiagnosis, misdiagnosis of autism. There is a project we are running, Float to Fly. There is a book also on Amazon by me, Float to Fly, which talks about mislabeling the child, misdiagnosing the child. Someone has called your child autistic, some professional, because they are earning money out of you, not because your child has autism. So I had developed a 23-page algorithm. When you use this algorithm, you can find out whether your child has normal or abnormal. If yes, then go to next. If no, this. So there is a 23-page algorithm. You can rule out all the common psychological, emotional conditions, developmental condition of the child. And you know as a mother that the child is normal. Someone has manipulated you by misdiagnosing your child autistic. There is no special nutrition required. Yeah. For a weak child in the class and the strong child in the class and the autistic child, so-called autistic or learning disability child. The child is not mentally retarded. The child doesn't have the cancer. Yeah? The child is going to grow as an adult, and they cannot live with the label of being autistic. Killan is asking interesting question. Is there a diet or nutrition we can include for children's mental health, like concentration, activeness, happy moods? Just because we are reading the nutrition, that doesn't mean you should focus only on the nutrition for all the problems. There can be other things also, other aspects. So what are the other aspects for the child's mental health, concentration, activeness, and happy moods? The number one factor is the parents. Are you as a mother happy? Are you giving a nurturing environment to the child? Are you a supportive mother or a monster mother? Are you a grumpy mother? Are you a grumpy father? So happiness, activeness, concentration, mental health, these are for psychological well-being, emotional well-being. Nutrition is one part of it, but there are other parts. How is your environment? How is your family dynamics? How is the relation with parents? How is the relation with the siblings? How are you nurturing the child? If the child has a hobby, are you helping the child grow? Right? If the child has some interest, are you helping the child grow? Does the child see that you love them? Does the child believe you support them? The book name is Float to Fly. Even if you search by my name on Amazon, you will find all the books. Dr. Pawan Mittal. Without asking a question, if there are some kids who are being trained for high energy stamina activities like sports, any additional diet supplement, obviously it is going to be suggested. Now, what will you suggest? What will you need? You need high protein, high fat, high carbohydrate. High carbohydrate for energy, high protein for energy. Sorry, high fat for energy and high protein for their growth, replenishing what they have utilized, right? Building their bones, building their muscles because they are exercising. So you follow that. And it is not necessary to give the supplements because supplement 100 gram will satisfy the requirement, but you are not giving the 100 gram. You are giving 10 gram. So you try to find out homemade things. Okay. The milk and the egg, the best combo. How to select the egg? Which eggs you prefer? Write on the chart. There are going to be some fancy mothers who will write down cage-free egg. How do you know that the hen was outside the cage? And if the hen is outside the cage, how will you find out where the egg is laid? And who is going to search where is the egg? Where is the egg? Yeah, there is no called cage-free egg. Okay, every hen is put in the cage only. That's just a marketing tactic. If you are someone antibiotic-free egg, so it means that every chicken in the world they are fed by antibiotic. So costly item. Antibiotic is costlier than the egg actually. It is costlier as compared to the chicken's life, hen's life. It's again a marketing tactic. Yeah. If you feel contamination-free eggs, then probably okay. These eggs are washed and cleaned, yeah, and then dirt removed. Okay. Getting it directly from the farmers, how does it matter? Yeah, the farmer is giving you the fresh egg, and when the farmer says to the shop owner, these are artificial eggs. Egg is egg. So you need to divide the eggs into only two classes. One is the broiler egg, the normal egg, the white egg, the big egg. The other is country egg. Okay. Now there is a problem in the market. Yeah, very terrible problem. So the broiler egg, 10 rupees per egg. The country egg, 20 to 30 rupees per egg. So what they do, they take this white egg, dip it in dip it in cold tea water. It will absorb the tea color, will become the red brown color. Country egg, 20, 30 rupees, right? So the egg has gone to the holy dip. They have taken the plunge in the tea water after the holy dip. They have become best the country egg, 30 rupees. You have to learn to identify them. So country egg are smaller in size. The taste is different. The yellow yolk will have a red streak. You know what is this egg? This egg is it. Even if you hatch it, it may not produce the chick. Yeah, but the country egg, if you keep it for 5 days, 10 days, 15 days, and in a proper environment or hatch it, the chick will come out. That's why its yolk will have streak of blood. One streak of blood at least you will find. Streak of blood, small size, brown color. It will smell more. The country egg smells much more. Yeah. But the taste is awesome. What is the best advantage of country egg? Other than the same protein content and all those cholesterol content, if you're looking for the child, yeah, the fat content, the best content is there are some nutrition which heals your pain, the bone pain, the nerve pain, all those things. Yeah. So shift to the country egg. It is difficult to find the real country egg. Then, as Madhumita suggested, you should get directly from the farmer. Yeah, or you can nurture some hens, 5-10 hens. But it has to be caged then. Otherwise, if it is cage free, it will come in your bedroom and lay the egg and you sleep on it. Yeah. So don't fall for the cage free eggs. Huh? The problem with the cage free hens is that where they lay their hens, you do not know. The farmer cannot find and search out where are the hens. No one is giving antibiotic to their hens. Huh? Don't worry about that. These people are very poor. They cannot afford the food for the hens. So they are not going to give antibiotics. And antibiotic is costlier as compared to the life of this chick, life of this hen. Better to sell this hen if she's in, and then eat it and cut it. That's what happens, right? Ah. So Visma prefers brown eggs. Brown eggs means the eggs which have gone through the holy dip in the tea water. The brown egg. Okay, take it. And she's ready to pay 10 rupees more for that. Madhumita is smart. She's directly procuring from the farmers. Very good. I also do that directly from the farmer. So not a farmer, it's a poultry farm actually. Yeah. Who have the, but not all poultry farm, they have country hens. So you need to find out, do you have country hens? So protein content may be the same. So athletes, it's not some athletes need more protein. Anyone who is into the bodybuilding, exercise, muscle mass, strengthening of the bones, strengthening of the muscles, they will need more proteins. When you need more proteins, the solution is more number of eggs, fish, chicken, right? Then you can no longer be vegetarian and say, no, in vegetarian diet, I want to become athletic. No, choose one. What do you want? Right? So if you need an athletic level diet, you will need to shift to at least eggs. How many eggs you eat? Whenever you eat eggs, write down in the chat how many eggs you eat in one time. One time per day or one sitting. Write down the chat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 0, 5. Whenever you eat. One whole egg. Madhumita is like whole is her branding marketing. Huh? So very good, Akshara. 4, 5 eggs. 0. Okay. So all those people who are saying 1 and 2, because you are eating the normal egg, broiler egg. If you eat the country egg, that egg is so small, you love it. The taste is also good. So you can easily eat 4, 5, 6, 7 sometimes. And if you eat the egg without the yolk, you can eat 10 also. I do it. Yeah. Now, if you are adult, you should eat without the yolk because of the cholesterol. If you are looking for benefit of pain and nerves pain and joint pains, then eat with the yolk. If you are a child, adolescent under the age of 30, already married, not worried whether you will go fat, then eat yolk. But you cannot eat the egg white raw. If you eat raw egg white, it will cause biotin deficiency. Okay, and now biotin is absorbed in the intestine naturally. But you can eat the raw yolk. So that's why the half fry comes. Right? The taste is much more for the raw yolk and cooked white. Is there anyone who likes raw yolk part, raw yellow and cooked white part? Anyone? Write down. Write down in the chat. Very good. Now, all of you try to shift to country eggs. So what you need to do, see, you can buy and search anything. So find 2, 3 sources of country eggs. The easiest, if you have the milkman coming to your society, you ask that person. Probably from his village, he can bring. More likely to be the original source. Otherwise, you can form some poultry farm. You can find some sources near you who have home hens. Hens are there. Even the cities also, there are some always people. And they sell the country eggs. So you tell them you reserve for me 20 eggs, 10 eggs per week, whatever. Send it to my home. That's the easiest way. So have 2, 3 sources. So that when you have the inclination to eat it, you don't need to depend on one. Remember, you have to store the country eggs in the freeze. Outside, if you store, preferably wear the gloves. Then wash the eggs with the soap. Then put it in something. Put it in the freeze. So when you cook it, your hands are not contaminated. You know? Otherwise, and then the same hands you touch in your masala dabba and other things. So what are you eating? And some people they clean the eggs with bare hands. So that gets accumulated in your nails. Wear the gloves. You don't need to be doctor to wear the gloves. Any question? Please ask questions. Is there anyone in the class today who is going to appear Feb exam? Barkha, you are appearing. WhatsApp me. If you are no, then you don't need to answer no. If you are yes, then you need to answer. Otherwise, everyone will answer no. Those who are appearing, WhatsApp me your joining date. I mean the month which you enrolled. Right now, do it. Tirtha is asking another interesting question. Omega-6 supplements are needed. What is omega-6? I always understood omega-3 or I don't know. So, okay, maybe typing error. Omega-3, we assume. Now, omega-3, they are for the nerve development and all those things. So if you have the body pain, if you have something, some emotional turbulence, or if you are recouping, rehabilitating from some injury, omega-3 is required. Otherwise, it is not so much mandatory. At a particular age, once you reach, okay, even if you are married, you should take some supplements. Those supplements should be vitamin C, multivitamins, sometimes vitamin D, routine deworming, magnesium, zinc, omega-3, EHA, DHA. All those things. So this is just for fun, for you, for having better skin, healthy hair. But for a general client, it's not necessary for you to prescribe it. But if you prescribe, it's not error also. Because if you prescribe, if someone is taking 10 days, 15 days, they will not see the result actually. But for someone who is conscious about their body pain or emotional turbulence or the skin texture, look and all, they will know the difference. So the question is, should you personally take? Answer is, you can choose. Taking has no problem, benefit only. But take the low dose. In the market, omega-3 high dose is also available, low dose. And their selling point is high dose, high absorption, advanced. Why you need that? Side effects. Low dose is better. I don't need it, but still I'm taking it just for fun. Because I'm getting bored, I don't know what to do. So at least have a purpose of eating some omega-3 fatty acids. That's the purpose of life. Those who you think that you're appearing Feb, WhatsApp me your joining month. I will reply to you which month you are. Okay. There are some people who are so sir, examination Feb, examination Feb. For you, it is August. You are not studied. Your exam is not scheduled also. Why you are stressed out? Other people stress, why you bring on your husband is sufficient to give you the stress. Father-in-law is there. Mother-in-law is there. Sorry. Father-in-law is always good. Mother-in-law is there. No, no, sir. How can you say such things to husband? Ah, wife is the stress, reason of the stress there in this case. But there is no woman who will say this. How can you say such thing about husband? Blink your eyes if it is a true story of your life. The cause of your emotional turbulence, stress, and all those worries and malabsorption and all those things is blink your eyes. So those who are blinking more, so they have more problem. I'm going to get beatings after this class, the thrashing and the knives and the swords. Oh, for you, someone behind you is blinking their eye. Ah, so now we all know who is the troublemaker in your family. Whatever is a troublemaker, don't worry. Better you work on your growth and reading and this thing. Good question, Akshara. So, okay. When Akshara wrote that, can soya flour be taken by everyone? I said, yeah, good question. Yes. Answer is yes. Children, male, female, because phytoestrogens. Yeah. So there is a concern whether phytoestrogen, soya can be taken by male also. Yes. Benefit only. Female, yes, benefit only. Elderly, child, anyone. Now the other question, should I mix with milk or the water? Sir, I cannot afford the milk. So yeah, drink me in the water, sir. No, she's asking whether the question, the soya flour, whether it should be alone or with some other flours. So alone, making the chapati becomes difficult now. So that's why you are using, you are taking 2 kg soya flour, 3 kg of jawar or rice. Oh, sorry. What is that? Wheat. You eat. Yeah. You people eat wheat. Yeah. So we are the gluten-free people, you know. So we come from different planet. So we do not know what is wheat. So we eat only healthy food. So mix it with something, whichever you like. Otherwise, you can eat the soya seeds. And like you make the moat, the moong dal or something. Similar preparation is there. Or you make rajma, you make chole, same preparation for soya seeds. Should we end the class for today? Any other question? Good questions. Everyone asks good questions. Very good. But no one is asking foolish or dumb questions. I like those people very much because, you know, everyone has those foolish or dumb question and they're afraid to ask. But those who ask that question, they become my favorite because you are thinking. Okay. That's absolutely okay. And I will answer very sincerely. Don't worry. So any question you can ask. And if you ask a difficult question, then I will tell you, go read your book. So today is the first class for some of the people, legendary people. They thought their exam is coming, so they are attending today, first class or the last class, I don't know. Those who are not attending the Sunday classes, even if your exam is August, you will appear in Feb. Get rid of the weeds. Get out. Yeah. But if you want to learn, continue the classes and attend in the August. Okay. If you want to prioritize Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Sunday class, prioritize your Sunday class. Thank you, everyone. Have a great time. Bye.